Hello, everyone. We have a 2028 election prediction between Jared Polis, the governor of Colorado, versus the governor of Georgia, Brian Kemp. He's a much more moderate governor, I would say. So I do think he would unite most of the Republican Party behind him. And this is a scenario assuming Biden wins the second term, which I'm currently think is going to happen if it's Biden versus Trump again. So the Republicans would have a bit of a boost in this 2028 election prediction. So let me just fill in the safe Democratic states. I already did the safe Republican ones. All right, let's get right into this. First state is Alaska. I think Brian Kemp would win Alaska by over 10. I think he's a pretty solid candidate that do just that. In Florida, he would probably win it by over 10, honestly, by this point. Florida would probably keep shifting more and more towards Republicans. Iowa would probably be a safe Republican state as well. Ohio, honestly, by 2028, I don't think it'll be seriously contested anymore, so probably safe Republican as well. Texas, I think Brian Kemp, it would get a bit more competitive in Texas, but I think Kemp would keep it down to a likely margin, so he'd still win the state by 5 against Polis. In his home state of Georgia, I think he would win by a lean Republican margin. They really like him in this state. He won by a likely margin in 2022. Even with the Democratic trends here, I think Brian Kemp could do well enough in the suburbs and the urban areas of Georgia to win it by a lean margin. North Carolina as well. It's just bordering Georgia, so if he's winning Georgia, he's most likely winning North Carolina as well. He'll get better margins in New Mexico and Virginia, but they'll still be likely Democratic states. In Maine, I'd put this probably as a likely Democratic state, while Brian Kemp probably does well in Maine second. Again, a lot of voters will be kind of tired after 8 years of Democratic control. They might want to give it to the opposition party, especially with Brian Kemp being a decent candidate. Nebraska second probably still stays likely Democratic just due to trends, honestly. New Hampshire would probably get a bit more competitive, but still lean Democratic for Polis. Let's see here. In Nevada and Arizona, I really think Brian Kemp probably gets a narrow win in Nevada and a super narrow win in Arizona. Now it's just down to these Rust Belt states. I think Polis wins Minnesota by a likely margin, probably still wins Michigan, but I think Wisconsin and PA probably swing towards Brian Kemp. I think he does pretty decent in Wisconsin and pretty decent in Pennsylvania. So giving him a 297 to 241 electoral vote win. The popular vote's probably decently close. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Kemp just narrowly edges out Polis in the popular vote. I would say he wins by like 0.5% or so. But yeah, this is what a Kemp versus Polis matchup would look like in the 2028 elections, assuming Biden wins a second term. I'll see y'all in the next video.